a very good afternoon to my fellow colleagues, dignitaries from educational institution, economic times, and my industry friends. When we are talking about an education summit and how India has been a part and in the forefront of imparting educations, not from now, but from time immemorial, we have been a pioneer. Starting from the oral Guru Shishya Parampara to Tamra Patra and moving on to the paper manuscript and now moving on to the paperless education imparting, we have seen it all. My name is Jyoti Saini and I am representing Freshworks, an India startup turned into a global unicorn. And we specialize into creating solutions into customer experience and employee experience domain, streamlining and ensuring that it's easy for students to interact with the institution. At the same time, also ensuring how it is easy for internal teams to work together on resolution of those queries. With this, I would like to talk about the digital intervention in educational segment and what is the impact it has for India as a country. So this is the brief agenda. So we're going to talk about COVID-19, what are some of the CX trends into education vertical. We will talk about the way forward for educational institutions post the COVID pandemic. We will then talk about some use cases followed by the value that Freshworks gets on the table. And then we will share some of the success stories, wherein some of our customers are using our solutions to redefine their student interaction. Now, we all have seen COVID, and we all know that it has changed lives for all of us in some way or the other. For India as a country, it has become a mean of evolution in the digital initiative, be it state government or central government or enterprise customers or education verticals. So we will see some of the trends which are prevalent in educational service sector today. So we see, and I come from the age wherein we would go to school and we would go to libraries. And now we have seen that, COVID induced lockdown ensured that we are sitting at home. However, academia has to function. And we were all working, from our laptops at homes and taking the online courses. So we have seen that COVID ensured that there was a lot of edtech platforms and an increase in digital learning, which was induced due to COVID-19. And these are some of the figures wherein we see that we have seen Baiju, Unacademy, even Physics Wala for that matter. And why Physics Wala? Because my daughter used it while she was preparing for her engineering examinations. How it has actually helped. And we see that, more such startups are coming into picture wherein they are trying to streamline and impart the quality education through multiple ways. And we also see that the time spent on digital platforms is by an average student is increasing over a period of time. We look at pre-COVID and post-COVID data. This is a report by EY, and we see that students are investing more time into digital experiences, be it reaching out to their institutes or taking their lessons or asking for a query or a grievance to various departments. And very interesting, trend this is that a lot of social media is being used, to get the data from various institutes. We all have seen YouTube channels. We have seen, we had this beautiful presentation on LinkedIn, solutions, which are all available online. So this also means that our students are not just reaching out to the academia through the traditional ways, but they are also using social media as a mode to reach out to their institutes, to their universities or colleges. Before we move any further, I would like to stop here and take a pause and look at India as a country. So we are a country which is seen as a young country in the world. We have got our 50% of population into an age wherein they are into working class. And there is a huge need of vocational courses, the courses which enhance skill development. We have got 24% of our population into school going age. So we have different challenges than rest of the countries in the world, and so are our focus areas, which are focusing on primary education, ensuring that secondary education is imparted to all segments, not just rural, not just urban India, but also to the rural part of the India, wherein language barrier is one problem. So we have those unique challenges. And given that the population we also have to understand that whatever education we have been imparting, what is the impact of that? Because at the end of the day, we are creating and imparting students so that they can create a good livelihood and a life for them and their country. So, what is again, very important for us to understand that to bridge the gap, we have to ensure that the content delivery is happening through digital channels at the ease of where students are, and it is available not just in a language which is English or Hindi, but also various other languages which are accepted into various parts of the country. So again, when we saw COVID and we saw the changes it brought to the educational vertical, one important aspect which we have seen with the edtech growth, and which is still happening, and we see more and more startups coming into this segment, is they have to ensure a hybrid model of operating into on-premise and in the digital mode. And the organization which meet their students where they are will be the pioneers in the long run. Now we talk about some use cases for the educational institutes. And before we further delve into it, I would like to talk about the omni-channel support that Freshworks as an organization is able to provide. So we as an organization ensure that we open up multiple channels for the students to reach out to the institute, and with an integrated workflow, and it is easy for the departments, be it admission, be it billing, marketing, be it academia, to manage those workflows, and how we can ensure that there's a seamless communication and interaction between the students, parents, and the academia and various teams who are working. So as you see on the left-hand side, we see that there are various channels, be it WhatsApp, be it LinkedIn, be it social media, YouTube, your portal, IVR. There could be various queries which can come from students or from their parents. And the query could be around admission, query could be around the eligibility for them in a certain course, what are the prospects for them, whether it is a correct course for them. So we ensure that we create, we take those queries, extend it to multiple channels. We create a student help desk wherein they can reach out to the department or the institution through multiple ways, and that query is directed to the respective department. And how we do that is something that I'll be talking about in my further slides. So a query can come from any medium, and there's a ticket which can get logged in the central portal, and the resolution happens through the respective team which is supposed to answer that query. Now, again, one of the challenges that educational institutes face, specifically in current time, is to have a seamless interaction between students and their parents, and how easy it is for them to reach out to the institutes or educational organization, and how they can understand their concerns and queries better. And this is a little, more for the organizations who do not have a physical presence and who are only operating into digital means. So, for example, we have customers which are like Byju's and Unacademy. So we have been working with them to refine some of their experience for their customers, wherein there could be a problem regarding rescheduling of the classes, how that workflow can be managed. There could be a query regarding the fees, incorrectly paid or not being credited, or the content not available. There could be any queries. But what is most important for the organization who are massively into digital learning is to be connected, and to ensure that they do not waste a lot of their efforts into these interaction, and it can be guided to, so that the students and the parents who are reaching out understand the context. There will be some repeated queries. For the regular queries, which can be answered by a conversational chat bot, nobody has to answer those. You don't need a personal intervention. So how those workflows can be managed is something that we ensure that we can do with our solutions. Uh, Talking about online testing, and we all have seen it, it's not just COVID, it was prevalent pre-COVID also, wherein a student is giving an online exam or a test, and they face some problems. So they can reach out to the institute through IVR. There could be a conversational chat bot that can ensure that they are not getting into a panic mode, which happens when students who are giving an exam, they're already stressed. And on top of it, if some technical issue happens, how we can quickly resolve that problem for them to give a very good user experience. Not just, it is not important for that student who is trying to upskill himself or herself, but also for that institute, because it's about brand value also, and people know you as a brand and the kind of experience that you provide them. Now, I will talk about the value that Freshworks brings for educational services. And these are some of the benefits. So firstly, this slide talks about the benefit to the customers, which are students and their parents, and how they can have intuitive and guided self-service workflows, wherein it would be like I type a keyword, and the platform will guide me that, okay, this is your query. At times it can be resolved using watching a video or redirecting them to a page. It can also be passed on to a conversational chat bot, and also can be registered as a ticket at the back end. So what is the value that we see out of this is that we ensure that we have got multiple channels operating at the same time to to decrease the total cost of ownership. And we ensure that the CSAT score, which is the customer satisfaction score for parents and students, is met. And it is a very important parameter of a success of an organization in terms of, so students are the customers for educational institutes. So they have to be happy and satisfied in the service that they are getting from the academia. And again, we also ensure that there's a full context of the conversation. So for the department, or it could be academia, it could be admission, it could be marketing, they have a full context of the query to resolve it in a better way. Now, talking about how we can create a great service excellence is by providing a context to the internal departments to work on those queries. We also can ensure that all agent productivity tools, for example, I am new to the accounts department, and I probably do not understand much context. So we ensure that our tools are providing guided context to the new agents or to the new people who are joining the department, so that they are effective from day one. And what is the business benefit that we get on table is speed up resolution time, increase the customer satisfaction, reduce agent attrition, which is I've seen a major concern specifically in government universities, wherein there are people sitting on help desk, front desk, and they are so overwhelmed with the requests, and they don't understand how to resolve it. So this is not good. I mean, we should also ensure that while we take care of our students and their parents, we also take care of our employees. And of course, accelerate time to productivity. So what could have taken a couple of days is actually being done in probably few hours time. So now I will, I'm sorry, I have missed this part. So this is the benefit for the management. So when we are talking about management, we talk about that they have a visibility in terms of how the entire ecosystem is looking. What is the total cost of ownership? Do I have a visibility in terms of what are the future action that I have to take? Do I have got enough analytical capabilities to access my future needs? So I think these are some of the benefits that we get to the business side also. And again, last but not the least, upsell, cross sell, and also the accelerate time to value. Now, I will briefly talk about, our product suite. And as I mentioned previously, that we provide solutions for creating delight for customers, at the same time ensuring that employees who are working on resolution of those queries have a full context. So we have got we have got CX as well as EX suite of products, and we have a product called Fresh Chat, which is in the middle. So Fresh Chat is nothing but the conversational AI-enabled chatbots, which are available in all Indian languages and can become the first level of interaction to the student. Because we understand that there are 56 central universities, there are multiple students. So, and there could be queries which can be taken care by dynamic FAQ deflection and chatbot. So we take care of those. And we are actually hosted on an AI ML enabled platform, which we call Platform Neo. And all our products are hosted on that. So all the data which is coming in the system is absolutely secure, and the analytics can be, it's like a byproduct. It's powerful, beautiful analytics for management to understand the context of what's happening. So this is just what I'm talking is, it's a pictorial representation of when there is a student coming. So first is knowledge base and chatbot, which try to help him or her. If that doesn't happen, then there are multiple ways of email, web, social media, WhatsApp chatbot, wherein he or she can reach out with various queries. It could be related to academics, it could be related to billing, it could be related to courses, or rescheduling of classes. And then we have got our internal platform wherein various teams are working internally and on resolution of those contexts. And at the back end, we have got an absolute beautiful dashboard for management to understand what are the areas which are the key strengths, what are some of the areas wherein they need to improve, which are those aspects wherein they have to put more focus towards. So this also talks about a small workflow wherein we can use our chatbots to deflect the queries, and then it could be converted into a ticket, and so triage becomes easy because of our AI ML enabled platform, which understands the context. And again, execution becomes very faster because the agents who are working on resolution or various approvals have the entire context, followed by a very powerful analytics. We will briefly talk about some of the case studies now. So learning 360training.com is actually serving some 3 million users worldwide. And they had their challenges wherein they were not able to understand all the queries coming from various channels. So what we did, we converted all the queries which were coming through multiple channels as contacts, and real-time visibility into the call queries and reporting was provided to the management, and they had a very good CSAT score, and they had a seamless agent onboarding. And as per them, call queues and reporting were immediately helpful. They gave us real-time visibility into what was going on. Going on to University of Aberdeen, wherein they actually their resolution time was put down by 81%, and 405 working days were saved while they implemented our solution, and with a 98.6% CSAT score. And as per them, I would like to read this comment. We have been delighted with Fresh Service and are proud to be partners with them. And we haven't even mentioned the increasing amount of machine learning and AI that has started to bear fruits with Fresh Service. So when we are talking about AI, ML, and the technologies like this, it's always like whenever you use it more, it becomes a little better. There is more context to the technology to provide insights to not just the students or the parents, but also to people who are trying to work on those queries. And again, I would like to talk about this, wherein the Lesley University worked on increasing their CSAT score and how they were able to do that. So these are some of our customers. We are serving some 60,000 customers globally, and some of them are, in India, like MIT University, LPU, ISB. I had mentioned about Byju's and An Academy, and those names. We have been ensuring to streamline their solutions, and some of these names are Indian names, wherein you would interact with them on day in, day out basis, be it Paytm, Swiggy, Dunzo, Meesho, and some of the government organizations also. If I would like you to remember one thing about this entire presentation, it would be this sentence: delight made easy with effortless customer service, because this is what our motto, to create delight, not just for the customers, but also to the employees who are helping those customers happy. With this, I would like to thank you for your time and patient hearing, and I wish you all a very good day. Thank you.